Ooh, what's up, nerds and geeks? My name is OMG, WTF, LOL, FTW, BRB. Welcome back to more Total Extreme Wrestling 2016. We are playing as the WWF in the year 2001. More importantly, we're booking Invasion, and we're running Sunday Night Heat, everyone's favorite show. Before we can get into the show, though, we did have a couple locker room incidents. Of course, we have our normal protege incidents, but before we can get to that one, we had an interesting one. Al Snow and Funaki, they are getting along backstage, getting a little, befriending each other, stuff like that. They're getting along backstage. Their mood was infectious, and it cheered everybody else up. And we might make a team out of these two. Who knows? We don't have anything from Funaki since he left, so who knows? And then we had Vince McMahon, us, passing along tips on psychology to Shane and microphone work to Stephanie, which she needs. And then Austin going along and passing tips on selling to Rhino. So, good on you guys for working with them proteges. We've got a couple pre-show matches. I usually don't do pre-show matches on Sunday Night Heat, but because, and in case you missed Nitro, spoiler alert, but because we're into the ECW invasion now, and I'm trying to get these guys over a little bit, and I know the pre-show doesn't get them over, but it helps a little bit. I wanted to make sure to use the ECW guys. So, either way, we go to our first pre-show bout, and a bout that does a solid D rating, and a terrible pre-show match. Sandman defeating Jamie Noble in 4 minutes, 59 seconds with the DDT. Unfortunately, Sandman and Noble did not click, and it showed in their performance, so that sucks. And Sandman, the lesser of the two here, with the D- to Noble's D, so we've got some work to do on the Sandman. Although he's not the best in-ring performer, so we'll go there. We did have him to be kept strong as well. We wanted to make it look good as possible, and then our main event. Oh boy. We're going to have to fix that, Sandman. We're going to have to fix... What is this? Okay, this is interesting. Either way, in our main event of the pre-show, we go to a solid C rating here, and a pre-show bout that had decent wrestling, but not much Wayne Heat. Rob Van Dam and Sabu go on to defeat the team of Big Boss Man and Perry Saturn in 9 minutes, 59 seconds, when Rob Van Dam defeated the Big Boss Man, with the 5-star Frog Splash. We might have to fix that. So Boss Man and Perry Saturn had great chemistry together. I kind of had plans for Boss Man that didn't involve Perry Saturn, but we might revisit that at some point. Who knows? That's just interesting to me. Who would have guessed? I just threw them together because why the hell not? RVD carrying his weight here with that not solid. I almost forgot. Not a solid unless it's can't have a minus or a plus. Either way, we got a B- in-ring performance with RVD. Perry Saturn and Sabu, both of these C+, so good on Sabu here, and Boss Man with the solid C. Also, Perry Saturn improving in performance. We move on to our opening segment of Sunday Night Heat, with a D+ rating, freestyle segment here. We already have our opening match of the night, which will be Spike Dudley versus Jerry Lynn. But before the match can begin, Gregory Helms' music hits, and out he comes to join commentary, and maybe get a good view of Molly Holly standing ringside. It did lose some heat for that segment, but it's a Sunday Night Heat storyline. I'm not too worried about it. We then open up our show with the C- rating. I don't know why I'm almost saying solid all the time. It's my own rule. C- rating here, and about that had decent wrestling, but little heat. Jerry Lynn goes on to defeat Spike Dudley in 7 minutes, 17 seconds with the cross-arm breaker. I would prefer this not necessarily be by submission. So let's just say he did it by pinfall after a distraction by Gregory Helms. So Helms, I'd imagine getting up from the commentary table, which he is on, didn't do too bad either, I might add. Doesn't say anything bad. Either way, he was on commentary, probably got up, checking out Molly, got up, started putting the moves on her. Spike got a little distracted, which led to Jerry Lynn beating him for the match. Spike and Jerry Lynn had good chemistry, which I believe we've known that already because I think they've already had a match once before. Spike Dudley with the C-, Jerry with the C, and it did progress on with the Spike Helm storyline. Moving on to our next segment, we go to a solid D rating here. Gregory Helms, he's backstage, he's putting the moves on some girls backstage, just some random girls, who knows who they are. Victoria and Lufisto, sure, why not? Some random developmental girls, who cares? Maybe I should have booked them up, but I don't care. When we hear Spike Dudley in the background, he screams, "There you are, Helms, you son of a bitch!" And then he runs at him, he jumps on top of him, he takes him down in the progress, just pretty much like a Luthez press, and then he just starts pounding on him, rolls out of it. The two just start brawling in the backstage. Spike Dudley, of course, having the majority of the control of the brawl because he's the one who instigated it. And then Gregory Helms finally breaks away, probably raking Spike's eyes or something, and then he picks up the punch bowl, because why not? Picks up the punch bowl and just tosses it at Spike Dudley, spilling it all on Spike, and then he uses that as his distraction to flee from the battle, and leaving Spike there looking a mess, but either way, kind of getting the victory in it because Gregory ran away at the end of the day. So it did cool the crowd, but whatever. And it did lose some more heat, but again, whatever. I'm enjoying the storyline. We then go to a solid C rating here, Nerds and Geeks, and about that had subpar wrestling and little heat. The team of Al Snow and Funaki go on to defeat Chronic in 7 minutes, 36 seconds, when Al Snow defeated Brian Adams with the snowplow. Funaki was the weak link in this match, unfortunately, but that's to be expected. There was no negative chemistry here. I think I might make these two a team, give them both something. Probably won't do anything out of it right away, but still give them something to do. And, yeah, let me know if you guys have any good ideas, and I'm probably going to try to make these guys a team after the show if I remember it. Let me know if you guys want to see Bossman and Saturn as a team too, although like I said, I kind of have some plan for Bossman right now, so I don't really have Perry Saturn involved in it either. Either way, Chronic both getting C- here, and Funaki with the D, and Al Snow with the C, so Funaki wasn't too far behind. Brian Adams is improving in Rumble, but I don't care because I'm Vince McMahon and me and Brian Adams don't like each other. Solid C though, good on you guys, good job. Brian Adams wasn't too happy with taking the loss, but at least I didn't make you lose to Funaki. Remember that. We then go to a C+ rating here, Nerds and Geeks. This is our This Week in the WWF segment, just highlighting the top events that happened throughout the week. This week we're highlighting the Triple H Chris Jericho matchup where Jericho inserted himself into the match, going on to join Rock and Stone Cold for the WWF title, and then the ECW Invasion. Unfortunately, this did lose heat for our ECW Invasion storyline, but that's okay. C+, not too bad, I guess. Especially since everybody was rated on overness, so good on them. We then go to no. I said no. We then go to our, well, not our main event, but our lead up to the main event, I guess, to a C- rating here. Just Incredibles in the ring alongside Jamie Noble. I don't know if I made Noble his manager or not. I'm pretty sure he is, but I didn't double check like I told myself to do. They're in the ring. Credible, he has the mic and he says, let me take a drink real quick. So after he says, let me take a drink real quick, he goes, so the big news in the back is how Paul E. Heyman has brought ECW back to life to join in on this invasion. And while that's all fine and dandy, there's one question that's been on everyone's mind. We've seen Sabu, we've seen Sandman, Tommy Dreamer, and RVD return. We've seen you hand your card to the likes of the Dudleys, Raven, and Chavo Guerrero. Are you freaking kidding me? Whatever. But the question that's on everyone's mind is, when is Just Incredible gonna get the call? Former ECW World Champion, Just Incredible. Am I not good enough for you since you can actually afford to pay your big guns now? I'm better than any of those jobbers. In fact, I challenge any of those jokes to come out here and face me now. That's when we hear Tommy Dreamer's music hits, and out comes the heart and soul of ECW to accept Credible's challenge. I keep doing that. Leading to our main event of the night, which will feature learn to speak, which will feature Tommy Dreamer in the main event. We go to a C- rating here, and about that had decent wrestling, but not much weighing heat. Tommy Dreamer goes on to defeat Justin Incredible in 9 minutes 49 seconds with the pile driver. Wow. After I always mess up her name, Beulah McGillicuddy interfered, so I'd imagine maybe Credible got a little distracted by her. She maybe got down, started waving her buttocks or something. Whatever you want to imagine it. Or actually, never mind. I remember what I was planning because I also had Jamie Noble interfere and distract Dreamer. I'd imagine Beulah and, Noble kind of getting into a little sparring, and then something with Credible, which leads to Dreamer. Who knows? They interfered. Beulah pretty much helped him out, leading the Dreamer, getting the victory. Dreamer, let's cover my cracks here. Dreamer had a C+ rating. Good on him. Whole grade rating over Just Incredible, so Dreamer's good. We know that. He's also improving in technical, so that's also good. And the show got a solid C rating. Good all around. Good. Look at this. Decisions. I didn't send out any contract, so it's probably with Sandman. Well, that's By the way, apparently Rock's most entertaining. I don't know what I'm going to do now. Jamie Noble was very unhappy that Sandman was clearly drunk in their match. I feel you. Our Rob Van Dam, Spike Dudley doesn't connect with the fans. He's a waste of time. Jesus! Wow. Jim Cornette says, Brian Clark has poor in-ring psychology. He's probably not worth keeping around. I agree. But Jesus, RVD. That's savage. Okay, here we go. So, a part of me, feels like this is the WWF. We need to make an example and say, nah, this isn't how things work, and we should send his ass to rehab. Another part of me says, you know what? This is what Sandman's known for. I should have expected this. Let me just, part of me wants to give him a stern warning. Another part of me actually wants to fine him, but I don't really feel like a fine's fair. So I'm going to say give him a stern warning, only because it was heat as well, and we'll see if it fixes it. Nothing happened out of it, but we're going to have to, what was Brian Adams? I don't give a damn, really. You look, me and him don't like each other, so whatever. Soon enough, you'll be out. Either way, though, Sandman, we're going to have to keep an eye on you, because I had kind of plans for Sandman, but he's been a smoker, drinking problems, soft drugs. Let's just hope, come on, Sandman, keep up with me, man. I'll send your ass to rehab if this keeps being a problem. Don't think I won't change my plans around. I've done it before. So, I know some of you wanted me to look at the Power 500, and we're going to do that before the end of it. Ooh, but let's also go ahead and officially make Al Snow and Funake a team, and you guys let me know about names right now. It could be the silliest names in the world because both these guys are silly. I don't give a damn. I'll pick my favorite, or maybe if you guys upvote the one that you like the most, I would pick that one. Either way, let's go ahead, and we're going to look at the Power 500 before we end this off, but we're probably going to do that when we get a little closer towards the end of the video. No, boy, what do we got a decision for now? Nitro was broadcast. That's good. Well, always will like to see the ratings, so I'm probably going to check that out soon. Oh, poor Akira Tau. If anyone's curious, I don't know him myself, but he's out for 22 days. Twisted knee. Sounds like it could be. Oh my God, New Japan. New Japan still looking for some talent apparently. Nitro. I wish it could just tell me right here, like, oh, last week Nitro did this. Can we do it this way? Yes, we can. History. So Nitro this time got a 44.51. Got a ooh, way up. Hello. What did Raw do? 41.81. Ooh, not way up, but ooh, still up. What do we got here? Oh, Chuck Palumbo wants some more Mooney. You know what? That's fair. That's fair. I'll give you that. I'll give you that. You've earned that. You've earned that. $5,000? Hell yeah. Well, I mean, he didn't just get a pay raise of $5,000. That's what he was getting paid, was around $5,000. I feel like Chuck Palumbo's worth around that. Yeah, that's fair enough. Good on you. You've earned it. You've earned it, Palumbo. You might not have blown me out of the water, but you still earned your spot. More decisions? What the hell? What do we got here? All right, so Chris Adams, gentleman Chris Adams. Not really entirely sure who he is myself. I'm sure some of you do. Hasn't had any matches this year, but he's officially retiring. Rey Mysterio Jr., my boy, although I don't like his picture has unmasked. Shame. Best high flyer wrestling in the world today. We knew that. This guy apparently is a hot property. He probably, yeah, I don't really think I'm going to hire him at all. And XPW has now gotten Dustin Rhodes, former Goldust. So what do we got here in the Kip James, otherwise known as Badass Billy Gunn, is now rated as toned. I don't know what he really was before. Maybe it was just average, but he's trying to get my attention. Ooh, Hugh Morris. Hugh Morris, what does he want? I'm going to do the 75. 10,000 seems more around what I'm willing to pay you. I mean, I know it's really only, only really 1,000, but it just seems fair. Although, 7,000, but to be fair, I've booked you pretty well, so he's an upper mid-carder now. You know what, let's look at our scene real quick. Show you guys what we're doing here. Oh, boy, look at that. They're still searching, Nerds and Geeks. They will not give up. How are they doing themselves? Got a solid B rating here. Pre-match interview with Manabu Nakanishi. I bet that was entertaining. He then went on to defeat Dr. Wagner Jr. in a solid A match. Good on you guys. Hiroshi Tenzan and Satoshi Kojima with a confrontation. And then Kojima went on to defeat Tenzan. Only 2 matches, and they got a B rating. Good on them. I thought that said Elgin. I was gonna make a joke about, oh, Michael Elgin's grandfather is an Iron Man or something, but his name's not Elgin. Wrong screen. What in the world was... Oh, I was gonna show you guys the scene. I was about to say, what was I about to do? So let's go ahead and look at our enhancement talent. No need to look at the women's division, because we know, if we really want to, this is the current women's division. It's horrible. We definitely need to improve it. It's a work in progress. I don't pay attention to it enough already. Our only enhanced talent is Jamie Noble. Is he super mad at us right now? Oh, he's extremely happy. So I thought he was going to be pissed because of the whole Sandman thing. But either way, we then go to our openers, which we have Funaki, Gregory Helms, and Jerry Lynn. We have our lower mid-carders, which are Billy Kidman, Chavo Guerrero Jr., Hardcore Holly, Just Incredible, K-Quick, Scotty 2 Hottie, Spike Dudley, Steve Blackman, and Steven Richards. Our mid-card scene is filled with V1, Billy Gunn, Al Snow, Big Boss Man, Brian Adams, Brian Clark, Bubba Ray Dudley, Dean Malenko, Devon Dudley, Jeff Hardy, Lance Storm, Lord Steven Regal, Mark Jindrak, Matt Hardy, Perry Saturn, Rey Mysterio Jr., Sabu, Sandman, Sean Stasiak, The Good Father, Tommy Dreamer, and Val Venus. Upper mid-card scene is Albert, Christian, Chuck Palumbo, Edge, Hugh Morris, Canyon, Raven, Rhino, Rick Steiner, Rikishi, Rob Van Dam, Ron Simmons, and Test. And the main event scene consists of Booker T, Chris Benoit, Chris Jericho, Diamond Dallas Page, Kurt Angle, Ric Flair, Scott Steiner, Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Giant, The Rock, The Undertaker, and Triple H. Not too shabby if you ask me. This is our creative meeting, by the way. Our franchise players are The Rock, Austin, Jericho, Angle, and Taker. That changes pretty often with like Triple H and Angle always kind of switching places, it seems. Undertaker sometimes is up there too. I don't know why he's below, but I guess Angle's doing good things. Next big things are Albert, Edge, Molly, Trish, and Test. Our hot prospects are Ray, Jeff, Molly, Trish, and Matt. The Rock, Austin, Jericho, Flair, and Triple H are the top 5 superstars who can talk the talk. Our showstoppers are Jericho, Rock, Angle, Mysterio, and Benoit. The ring generals are Benoit, Jericho, Triple H, Kurt Angle, and The Rock. Austin, Jericho, Benoit, Kidman, and Simmons is all considered hot at the moment, while K-Quick, Just Incredible, Steven Richards, Hardcore Holly, and Perry Saturn are not. Paige, Malenko, and Brian Clark are on a time decline, and our current hidden gems are Cheerleader Melissa, Claudio Cascanoli, better known as Cesaro, Nova, Matt Stryker, and C.W. Anderson. Let's simulate one more day forward, and then we will look at the Power 500 like you guys have requested. So what do we got here? Vic Grimes claiming the belt. Began his first reign as XPW World Champion. I believe it's because we took their World Champion, actually. I think Sandman was their World Champion. Either way, it was vacated because of us. Heat got that 2.94. Dustin Rhodes had he probably was in the main event, huh? I'm going to double check that. Let's look at our, this is just the Heat rating. I want to check that show out real quick. So they got a D- rating. Super Dragon going on to defeat Axel Rotten. Chastity had an interview. Supreme defeating Kid Chaos and Altar Boy Luke. John Kronos defeated Pogo the Clown. Dustin Rhodes defeated New Jack. Ooh. And then the worst match of the night. The main event. Vic Grimes defeats Johnny Webb for the XPW World Heavyweight Championship. The worst match of the night was their main event. Who was their previous champion? Was it Sandman? No, they didn't. Oh, that's the television. It was Sabu. And then we took it? Is that how that works? Probably. I don't know, because he held that title for a year. It's got a B prestige, and it just... Whatever. Vic Grimes, new world champion. Good on him. So we got Raw's War. Let's look at the, where is it? Power 500. So, like I said in the comment, the Power 500 really isn't anything special at the moment because it doesn't consist of anything we've done. And even when we do take over, and it does eventually do it, it's not going to really matter all that much still because it's just going to be not the full year. It's only going to count from when we started the game, which was in like I think April, May, one of the two, I forget. It's one of those months. Either way, we started it like halfway through, so a little over halfway through. So this isn't correctly like accurate. This is pretty much, as you can see right here, 2000s Power 500. But we can go over the 2000s Power 500 real quick if you guys would like. I don't know if I'm going to cover all 500, but we'll maybe go to like 100. So we got Kento Kobashi, Jericho, so the first WWF guy, and then we have Rock, Eddie, not too shabby, Mitsuhiro Mishawa, Rey Mysterio Jr., Kurt, Benoit, Jushin Liger, and the now deceased R.I.P. the Great Muta, making up the top 10. 11 through 20 is our world champion Stone Cold Steve Austin, El Hijo de los Santo, Triple H, Negro Cas, The Undertaker, Dr. Wagner, Scott Hall, Kensuke Sasaki, Juventud Guerrero, Toshika Kawada, Masahiro Chono, I've already gone past it, but either way, got Masahiro Chono for 21, Jun Akiyama, Atlantis, Jinaku Tenru, Booker T, Chavo Guerrero, Kanik, Great Sasuke, Blue Panther, and Edge making up the 21 through 30. La Parca, DDP, Foley, Hogan, Vampiro, Conan, Toyota, Manami Toyota, RVD, Dean Malenko, Jaguar, Fujinami, Tiger Mask. Yeah, I don't think I'm even going to go through all 100. I'm already getting tired of doing this. There's your top 50. Taka Michinoku making up that. Look at that. Raven barely not making it. And we can also filter here, so we can even say works for the WWF and see everybody who works for us. So we can do that real quick if you guys would like, but I always can just kind of show it myself, you know. Albert's our least. So either way, we can look at that real quick, going from like best to worst, even though we already know Jericho's our best. So we got Albert, Sandman, Palumbo. It won't click on Palumbo. There we go. Even the Brooklyn Brawlers up there. Brian Adams, Ray Taylor, Nora Greenwald, Brian Clark, Blackman, Jackie. Oh, the Godfather. I was like, who's this? Crash Holly, Bob Holly, Scott, Spike. Not Scott, that was Rick. What am I talking about? Ron Simmons, Dreamer. This is all their numbers, too. So there you got that. And then I guess you can go to the end of the year awards, which I guess in the year 2000 was Triple H, Tag Team of the, or that was the Wrestler of the Year for 2000. Triple H Tag Team of the Year was Edge and Christian. Young Wrestler was Sean O'Hare. No Veteran, no Female, no Independent. Company was the WWF. No Most Improved. The Match of the Year was Atlantis versus Villano 3. CMLL on pay-per-view was the best card of the year. No Manager. Jim Ross was the announcer. Jerry Lawler was the commentator. And no referee. So I do plan on revisiting this, you know, when, of course, we get to our actual end of the year awards. And I believe there was like a little preview for them. And I think it said Kento Kobashi was actually currently number 1. So we'll see where that gets us. But we've gotten a couple of A ratings right now. If I had to make a prediction on who would be our best wrestler of the year so far, I'd have to give it to Triple H, mostly because he's been in every single A rating match. Like, we can... Has he? No, that match changed it. Never mind. He's been in almost every A rating match. As we see here, the top match is Rock defeating Triple H and Jericho. Unfortunately, he's only won one of those matches. But he's got him and Jericho versus The Rock in there. He's got him and Austin at SummerSlam. Him on Taker on Raw. Him and Jericho from last week's Raw. Like, Triple H has been killing it. So if I had to guess who's going to be our best wrestler of the year, it'll probably be him. But the year's not over. We're still in September. We're close to the end of September, but we're still in September. Then we got October, November, December, and that'll be up pretty soon, so we'll see how it goes. Either way, nerds and geeks, I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. If you have, do me a favor, leave me a comment, like, and subscribe if you have not already. And as always, my name has been OMG, WTF, LOL, FTWBRB, and I will see you guys for Monday Night Raw. So until then, have a good day.